hello. Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy. We're going to be doing some videos soon on this channel. Honestly, I want to have a little bit of fun. So my first video back is going to be kind of a cringe one, but like I thought actually like what is like it was the top iconic anime plot twists. This is not my list. I'll do my own list one day. But this is just like ranked that somebody ranked. These will obviously have spoilers in them, so for the anime that are covering, so like One Piece and stuff like that. Like if you don't want no spoilers for anything you're watching or it's currently aired, don't click on this video. Just disclaimer, because I know some people are like, yo, you spoiled me on the One Piece arc. I'm like, get out of here now. But you're warned. I'm warning you. Because I didn't look at it, but I saw it. The first thing I saw was like a spoil. Like, damn, that's a hell of a way to start the damn article, man. Like, Jesus. Like this is number 10. Type shit. No pre-watching, of course, but just let you know. Spoilers. You got 10 seconds. I'll give you 10 seconds. Skip ahead. All right. Niggas don't want to be spoiled. If you're still here, it's time to get spoiled, gang. Let's start it up. Oh, I hate Opera does this thing where like I pull a tab out and they just give me another one. And it's kind of annoying sometimes. But let's go. This is by the Collider, which is the article that does media stuff. So you see the K-pop Demon Hunters, they fuck with it. Everybody fuck with it. But let's go. Number 10 is a wild one. I'm not gonna lie. This is really not a spoiler or like this is not like a plot twist. This is kind of like we kind of got. If you've like been watching One Piece for like any amount of time, you can see this was going to happen. They talked about it, like several episodes beforehand, like, oh, what is this? And we have like awakened devil fruits and stuff like that later in the series. We've seen a couple of enemies that have them. So this plot, this is like is a good one, but like it doesn't like change the plot like eternally, like really. It does in some ways, but like only if you really care about it. Like it's just kind of it's kind of cool like a power upgrade. It's like a power up. It's like seeing Super Saiyan and then Super Saiyan 2 is like, oh my god, then Super Saiyan 3 is like, Jesus, that's the next. It's like just the next level. Which I get it. Also, I ain't gonna lie, they could have there's way more better plot twists in One Piece that like kind of make more sense. Like they I don't know if they allude to in the arc. I didn't read it, but they should Ace, fucking anything that some of the New World stuff, like Water 7, like all of Water 7. If you know, you know. No spoilies for real. But listen, that deserves that's number 10, I guess. Kind of cringy. And then the next one, number 9. Archer is the version of Shiro. This did have me spinning for a couple of minutes. Because I was like, really? Because like, the thing with Fate, if you watch it or seen it, is like, a lot of the things are built upon like historical references, like the Holy Grail War, like saviors, like King Arthur, and like just subverts of that. So like I was wondering like maybe it's just another hero from like a different time, really, or like he was just like in the future or far future, something like that. That could be a thing because they do have something in the future, in the past, the present, like it happens. But this one, because like you watch Unlimited Blade, which like oh shit, like oh that's me, oh that's why I get summoned through like her talisman and like when Ren summons, I'm like oh. That was a pleasant little plot twist. It did change the game a little. It also contextualized like Shiro's character a little bit for me, because like he was like who he was like as like Q's followers. You watch Fate Zero like Kiritsugu and like trying to follow in his footsteps was kind of cringe, like because like you didn't live on your own, but like you were really instilled by values from someone else, and like not that you don't know, but like you haven't really experienced life. So what do you mean you want to be the hero and stuff like that? And like. It does go. The series goes into depth detail, like why he wanted to do and what happened to him. I'm like, oh, that's why he's like kind of jaded. Loki, the dark skin threw me off though. I was like, he's got tan. I was like, I'm like kind of black, but we love to see it. I ain't mad at it, but definitely one of the few. This is definitely a top one. I'm like, damn, golly. I gotta have my ass spinning for a minute. Next one, let's go number 8. Ren Ayami Ayayama. Ayanami. How many stops? Don't want to trigger the Evangelion fans. One of the worst pieces of media I've ever seen. This joke. It is a good piece of media, but is it that good? Yeah, low key it is that good. Honestly, I'm gonna be real. Definitely W themes. Very relatable protagonist. I don't know. People don't realize I think people love a good like bitch character, like kind of like a guy that's like not even an underdog, just like downtrodden. He doesn't like himself, self-doubting, like I love a good big show. We was recently watching Black Lagoon with like Alicia and Pasta. Shout out to them. You know, put them links to the channel. And I was talking about, I was like, damn, I love a good bitch character. You know, just like a pussy through and through. Like you ain't tough. You ain't trying to be tough, and I love that for you, gang. I love that. Keep doing you, because they sometimes they stand up. I'm like, damn. You know, Shinji, my second favorite bitch character. Like Rock's number one, then Shinji's number two, right there. Shinji used to be number one, but like Rock kind of outbitched them. Because at least Shinji does stand up for himself and does gain some independence, because not like a hoe, like for most of the series. I haven't watched like the newest Evangelion stuff, so like I'm like I think the V2, they had some other, they changed like so much stuff, like the new animations, the movies. I'm like, I don't know. But this one, the Rei Ayanami is a clone. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't peep. I didn't really know what to do with this, honestly. When I did watch it, I was just kind of like, oh, that's cool, I guess. I'm like, oh, that's interesting. It does lead to like, you know, my boy having some you know, episodes a little bit, but he's a little cooked already. So like this rocks his world unnervingly. But at the time, there's like way more. Like I'm saying, also with Neon, there's also different plot twists that like I feel like are better. You know, just, you know, the whole human nature mentality. Really like how Shinji's feeling. Like also Mitsuru, not oof. I said Mitsuru. This is, yeah, definitely Mitsuru. Her whole thing. You know, we ain't gonna talk about that one, but you know. That's all I gotta say. It was wild. So this is not really like a big one. Like I would say this is like a 10. It's like a Luffy one. Like, oh, this definitely is a shocking reveal. Definitely memorable, but like I said, it doesn't recontextualize a lot of things sometimes. I'm like, oh, it does, but it doesn't. At least in the history of Evangelion, this is like they're talking about from the OG, so things have been overwritten and changed with time. So I ain't lie, it's good. All right, let's go. Number 7, Aizen's betrayal. Now this should be like a number 5 spot, cause this had niggas in the stun lock for a minute. Cause you know Aizen was a weirdo, low key. Like I got weirdo vibes from like when I first watched Bleach, like back in the day, like early 2000s, right? I was like, this nigga, he a little weird. I really never trust motherfuckers with glasses. You know, no shot at me, because I do wear glasses. But like in anime, the glass niggas always be up to some foolish shit, right? Like I think about fucking what's his name, the bug dude from fucking Yu-Gi-Oh a lot, and then also Kabuto and what's his name? There's another Yu-Gi-Oh! Merrick. His other form was like with glasses. I'm pretty sure. I was like, yeah, you guys are like up this. You guys, them boys up to something. Really, they doing something over there. We don't fuck with it, right? So this one definitely recontextualized like the show and everything going forward. Cause like Society, what can be considered like not just the best arc of Bleach, but like the most pivotal arc, because it changes like the pace of the show and like what we do for it. All our goals are kind of leading towards this and a little bit more. So it definitely gave us that, but we didn't even know what the hell Aizen was even trying to do. Like, we knew what the hell, like, the Hogyoku stuff, but, like, we didn't know what the hell that was. We were like, what the hell is the Hogyoku, bro? Like, how do we really do this? And also, someone like Aizen, who was, like, kind of unassuming, was, like, one of the main villains, and also, like, caused so much chaos and destruction in such a short span of time, and use our girl as cover-up, was crazy, and almost really got her killed, and basically, it showed, like, a lot of dysfunctions within their own society system, but also, like, as a viewer watching, like, damn, this nigga a little too smart for everybody. And everybody wanted to glaze eyes and always like, oh, he's the smartest anime villain of all time. He duped them because like they were dumb. They were gullible. They believed everything. Also, his Shikai is crazy. It's just ways to prevent it, but like also like kind of not really. Like if you've never seen it, like you can never be basically hypnotized by it. But like if you've seen it, like you're always gonna be like kind of locked into it. Like, oh damn, I see what I want. I see what the user wants. But it's not like infinite. I think people spam it a little bit like, oh, it's the most broken. That's why he's so strong. I'm like, this brother was not even using his sword half the time. He's using his wit. He cooked them boys up. Especially Hitsugaya. You know, Hitsugaya always take the L, so I always in Bleach. I ain't gonna lie. We fuck with Hitsugaya, but like, he's just an L taker. Love him though. But let's go on the next one. You know, W Berserk, the Eclipse. Now this is like, I would say this is like 4 or 3 for me. I could say that, like, honestly. Because if you watch Berserk: The Golden Age and see all of its culmination, all, like, the fights, the camaraderie, like, the bravery, like, of all the Band of the Hawks and how they got to this point, with this clip, also dealing with Griffith's obvious trauma of like SA and other type of things, and then you see also like his goal, things he wants you, and then also him leaving, Guts leaving him is like my best buddy. Everything's like his world is falling apart at the seams, right? And you wonder like he's not talking during most of this, so he's like, what's going on in bro's head, like really? You see that, but because like he was granted one from like a Zod, like in the Golden Age, like you're gonna use this one day, bro. And basically, that's basically what he said. And him using it right there at that moment when, he sees his girl losing, like, Guts is living a happy life without him. He's going to be basically destitute love. He's crippled. His body's broken. Like, he's not himself. His mental's not shaken. Like, but, like, he still has all his friends. The thing about Griffith, like, the trail makes it even worse. Cause, like, they were all still, like, with him throughout and through. Like, Guts was even thinking about, like, second-guessing coming back and, like, just being with him, right? Like, he's like, my boy, I understand. Like, we're going to get you back right. Then I'll leave. And it was only because Griffith said what he said to like the lady that Guts even had like, I'm not living on my own, I'm living someone else's dream. Like, well, what kind of man does that make me? So it's even like critically like him like encasing them all into that eclipse, being ascended to the God hand, and then just utterly like killing everybody really, except for a few that weren't there. Like one person's not there, and then like Casca getting like of course SA and like Guts doing it in front of bro's face was just egregious like level of disrespect for like no reason. Guts had never done anything to that boy until then. Like like that rage is unbearable, and like you can't even do nothing. He's just getting shut down, like his arms cut off. You gotta watch painfully, and they don't even kill you after. Like they couldn't even kill you. Like, you get saved. So living with that and then living with like that, I don't know, disgusting amount of betrayal. Definitely changed everything, honestly, in the next series. And, if you read the manga, it goes even further. This boy Griffith is not ever as ambitious as ever, truly. But yeah. WW. Ooh. This was kind of sad. I see that's 5. This really was sad as shit. This actually broke my heart a little bit when I watched this in Code Geass. Because the character, I think it was, I forgot her name, Lily or some shit. She basically is Lucia's cousin, I'm pretty sure. And he accidentally used his power on her. And she just kills everybody in the state. Like, it was a whole, like, peaceful organization that she organized. She was known as, like, the matriarch, like the one to establish that wants the most peace, that wants to help everybody, and like just seeing her like like he can't do nothing at this point to like reverse the command. Seeing her fucking just, it fuels the other side's like legitimacy because like she just massacres like innocent people for like no reason, like unconsciously. Even like I think Sakusa is like with her later. It's like did the agreement go through? How did it go? And she's like basically dying. She dies. He dies lying. He lives her life like, yeah, you did so good. Which is, I would do the same because, like, she's dying. You don't want to tell, like, she just literally killed thousands of people on accident. Like, that wasn't even her. It definitely is W trauma. Left me scarred, left me vulnerable for a couple days because I was just like, this shit can't be real. This shit can't be real. Like, there's no way. There's no passion. There's no blood. Like, why did my ball do this? You were the perfect one. Oh, her name's Yuffie. I don't know why I said Lily. I said Yuffie. I don't know why I forgot her name. But yeah. Total distraught. Definitely crazy plot twist. This is definitely worth a 5 or a 4 for real. But it's like I ain't plot. This is just sad as hell. You don't even like feel you feel emotionless after this shit. Like just oh damn. Well, I guess it's back to chaos, back to the Lelouch plan. The crazy plan. Fucking terrible. Let's go to the next one. Ooh, oddtaxi? Oddtaxi being up here, I don't know. This being 4, I don't know. I haven't watched the movie, so I'm not really sure what they're talking about. The anime, yeah, I'm pretty sure they're talking about the anime ending, though. Because this was like this definitely shocked me because I was watching. I loved oddtaxi when it came out. Like, me and my homie Damien, shout out to him. I'll put his name in the comments. People have reference. We had we talked about it like for like weeks a little bit, and then also like after the ending, I didn't see the movie, but that was very interesting the way they did that because I was thinking like, oh, just like an anime, like some anamorphic animals like in a society. Like I seen Beastars, bro. Like it's all the same shit. Like just kind of similar, but like it could be different. But like the plot's just like that he actually sees people as animals because like that's what he's comfortable with. Like it's like a psychological like twisted, but also like the thing that happened to the end, like with the killers and like, oh, that was good. That was like it kind of like served all its purposes. Its purposes like through like each character had their own resolution really. And you don't really, I guess you don't really see that in like a lot of animes because like you either have a season two or it's just left open ended to like what do you want to do next. But I feel like Odd Taxi's ending kind of closed itself up a little bit with like how the things they did, like the mystery involved throughout, like Osaka, like how he sees everyone at the end, like the missing girl, like all that was like kind of soft, like damn. And that was like it rocked me because like the anamorphic thing was like, oh wow, these are, oh this is just how you see the world, like. And I thought like what if other people see the world in some similar fashion like that, like like if you're like, not like saying like you're schizophrenic, but like you're really like dealing with mental illnesses like that, or like not like this in mental illness, but like you're dealing with things that you can't really relate to people like that, like Silent Voice. We saw like people as exes and like couldn't really communicate with them, and like the soon as he resolved like some of his trauma, he like was able to like see them as who they were and like just as people really. It seemed like as Odasaka, like he was basically traumatized at a young age, basically couldn't really relate with people, and then like he only saw them through the lens of like animals because like, oh, this is what's familiar to me and this is what's comfortable. And then he didn't really treat anybody wrong or like dismiss anybody, but like it was interesting like to see like how he came to that conclusion. And like you see like the next episode's like, oh, you're fine, like the doctor. I was like, what the fuck? That should left me stunned. I got stunned like I was like, Jesus. But definitely great ending, honestly. Definitely 4 out of 10. People lives at 4 out of 10 is crazy. Could not relate. Could not relate. Ooh, number 3, L's death. Death Note is a fairly consistently good anime. Like, would I recommend it to beginners? Low key, because it's not that hard to follow. It's pretty realistic to like drama shows that you've seen in the past. And it kind of just has like a really good mystery, like all along. Like, will he get caught? How's he gonna get caught? Like, when is he gonna like? You get so many other parts of it. Like, wait for like he's gonna get caught. Like, L's gonna find to him, and then L kind of like letting his guard down, like just being a little bit like also honestly healing from like his his own traumatic experiences and just like trusting Light. And him dying almost immediately is kind of crazy. Also, Light's whole gloat over because he's such a ego psychotic maniac. He's like, "Yeah, my perfect victory." That shit in dub was insane. You're crazy. You're crazy, nigga. Like, why did you do all that? Like, for no reason. But those deaths was like definitely more iconic. Cause like you can see like it's such a scene like where he's falling down. It's like. And then Light just smiles sneerly at him. It's just like when he gets his notebook, his memories back. He's like, yeah. It's like such a evil ass smile, bro. Fuck. That was I think that's number 3. That's definitely number 3 for sure. Jesus. What's next? Itachi's reveal. I'm gonna be real. Itachi's my favorite character in Naruto. It really didn't used to be. I used to be like a Naruto fanboy. Like I love Naruto, but like. I love the depth Itachi has over the series. He's like even after he dies, or like when he's out of narrative, he's like pervasive. He's like Madara. Him and Madara are like I feel like 2 pervasive narratives. Like Madara overshadows the entire narrative really for the most of the show, and then Itachi's like just like the Leaf Village is like hidden horror. Like oh my god, we got to cover this up basically for so long, and like even when he like confronts him in the like when there was like in regular Naruto, he gets like put in the genjutsu and like just get cooked. No, like you remember that stomach wall? That was crazy. Like and then it's like I hate you, I hate you, I hate you, I hate you. Like, and then Tachi just kind of stops with his hands like, you don't have enough, brother. I'm like, cinema. You can't be real. So seeing that happen, and then also Itachi's like actual backstory, like what happens, like with the Leaf and why, like he did what he had to do because the Leaf the Uchiha were trying to revolt against the Leaf, basically. And kill everybody, or kill like the leadership and take leadership of the village, which they could have done. They really could have done. Truly, they are Sharingan. They were not like weak ninja either. But like the piece that the first Hokage set up was like kind of established, but also all the Hokages were kind of racist toward Nishija because like the second Hokage a little bit there was still like an underlying narrative like of racial bias towards Uchiha just because who they were. But the Leaf was funny because the Leaf was made up of so many different other clans and villages at the same time. It was like a really like the USA of ninja villages really at the time, so very controversial. And then you find out Itachi like was ordered by the third Hokage, but also like with the death of Shishibe, and Danzo like basically killing him was like forced into a position he couldn't really do. So he was only spared his little brother. 'Cause, like that's the only one I really love. Everybody else is like he did it out of love, really, and that's like the sad part. And then Sasuke's hate towards him was like just driving him. Just like yes, I should die. He was like more for like yes, I should die for killing everybody. I killed my mother and my father. I killed everybody I knew, my friends, my the girl I liked. Like yes, please take my life. I'm waiting. He's like waiting for his eventual like grave, which is morally the character kind of like lives forever in your head now. And when he comes back and like he like apologizes, it's still peak. There's your mad class like Sasuke's anger and like Sasuke realizing like it was the leaf, it wasn't my brother. I love my brother. I was like, yeah, bro. I mean, you don't understand like, and that's like that's deep. That goes deep. It definitely changed how I see Itachi, and I loved him forever. That's my ball. That's my fucking ball. Come back here. All right, next number 1. Did I skip 3? Is that 2? The fucking this shit. Honestly, this list could be filled up with just AOT. To be honest, really, just honestly, masterful series. Do I like the ending? Hell no. Not my favorite ending. Kind of cringe. But is it realistic? Is it good for the story? Yes, very good. Fuck. That shit really had me. This is I think it's season 3? Season 3 or season 2? Brother. I've read the manga, but I wasn't really like reading it like that. I was like, I was kind of like, all right, cool. I'll just wait for the anime to come out. Because season 2 and then season 3 and 4 came out like pretty succinctly. So I was like, let me watch this shit. Not knowing anything about this either. Like I watched first season like 10 years ago, like on Netflix in 2014. Season 2, I was like, the hell? So I remember watching this shit. I'm like, yo, like, he's like, right now, are you ready? Are you ready? He's like, oh, he does this right now. I was like, what the fuck? He said, the damn sound comes on. It's over. There's a chance, like, you see Mikasa on the air, like, it's over, bro. They grab my nigga, and he's crying like that. I remember the episode ends with him crying and then like falling on the wall, like, you fucking traitors! Ah! It's like just crashing out, standard Eren fashion. But that shit left me definitely historic plot twists. Definitely changed the whole story going forward. Like, really, but also AIT has so many other plot twists that kind of like change like the game each time. Like every time you feel like you understand, like it gets moved to like a different space. You kind of get a new understanding, a new perspective, really. And I think this is like one of those moments. Like this is definitely a number 1, but like I can think of a better number 1 for AOT, but like that's just me. Shit, they ain't gonna talk about Grisha or some shit. Like, come on. But this is definitely the more hype one, honestly. Remember them being able to read Marley, though, you know, they know what Marley. Yeah, literally, I was like, how do you know what the hell that is, bro? Like, that was crazy. But also, like, Ymir and all. Oh, my God, there's so many. We could talk about AOT lately plot twists, like, for almost an hour, really. But there's definitely one of the iconic ones that people like talk about with AOT. Like, oh, remember Reinhardt's? Shit. I don't know why. They should put a Haikyuu one up here. Like, on that. I might do a video on Haikyuu moments, too. I ain't gonna lie. I might do that. That might be the next one, for real. In the past, Eren talking to, oh my God, Eren talking to Grisha number in the past, like the whole sequence. Do it. I did it. Oh, stuck, mesmerized. AOT got me. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I will see you in the next one. Have a good day. Peace out. That shit. Boop.
He's the one for me. There's no place I'd rather be. Yeah. To the finish line. Everywhere you look, he's right on time.